Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another video here on my YouTube. So for this video, this is going to be something I never really done before. I've seen people do this kind of stuff, and these are like reaction videos and stuff. This is like where people watch something, that they haven't seen or whatever and stuff. But this particularly is going to be a video of me like showing you like old videos from my YouTube channel, like my other YouTube channel that I had back from 2013 till about 2023. Yeah, I had it for about almost 10 years, but unfortunately I lost it because my YouTube was linked to another phone number that I had and also a different email address too. Now, I'm still in the process of trying to get it back, but people say like in some videos that you may not be able to get it back because of the fact that it was like I said linked to another phone number and there may not be a way to get it back. It says you should show like your ID or something like that, but you could probably like tell me like how I can get it back, because I'm still the owner of it. I'm just trying to figure out exactly like how, I can get it back. So anyway, this is going to be like some videos here on my channel. Sorry for all the stuff you see on here because this is mostly stuff that I see or look at, like Ninja Turtle stuff, baseball, Kiss stuff. Well, because they just, people have been posting stuff about Ace Frehley, of course, as he unfortunately passed not too long ago, unfortunately, at the age of, I think it was 74, I think. And sorry, maybe if I sound a little different or anything like that. I'm just a little bit under the weather still. I mean, got a bad cough. It's still going around. Probably going to have to buy some Mucinex one day. I mean, it's a little bit on the pricey side, but I've been trying cough drops and a little bit of that NyQuil stuff, and none of that's really been helping. I mean, it's been helping a little bit, but I need to think of something a little bit more stronger. But anyway, but I feel fine. I can taste stuff, I can smell stuff too, and I feel actually pretty good. So anyway, let's get into this. So if you're wondering, like for my old channel, what I usually do is type in Steve Klabrowski, and that is this one. Now I know there's two of them, but this is my primary one, the one that is right here that you see. And then you'll see like channels and stuff, and you see like Aubrey who did a birthday special for me years ago. I don't think he did one recently for me, but I'm not angry about it or anything, but he's always busy with his job and stuff, and I always am too. I want to do some birthday specials for Alex Putnam. I unfortunately didn't because I was busy, but we don't really do a lot of birthday specials on YouTube like we used to, but some, still do them. But anyway, let's go back. So anyway, this is the one, and yeah, how appropriate it is. One is me in my Orioles outfit, and the other is in my Ravens outfit. So anyway, of course, I have so many subscribers. I had 1,000, and here is the videos. Now, of course, the last one I did was 2 years ago, and I think it was this one was from December 2022 for Christmas. And yeah, the reason I unfortunately lost access to it was because around June 2023, I was dating another person. It was a person I knew for a while. And unfortunately, we didn't really have a lot of money to pay our rent and a few others. And I wound up selling my phone. That was the worst thing I've ever done. And yeah, the phone that I use, I did use a good amount of footage, from my phone. Like some videos that I made on here, I made, with my phone. I had the iPhone 12 Pro Max at that time. Now I have an iPhone 15 Pro Max. And honestly, if you want my opinion, which is better, the 12 or the 15, I would actually say the 12. You probably figured that was coming, but then again, you may be surprised. But I just really thought the 12, was better. And I know they got the others, the 16 and the 17, but I don't really give two damns about it. I think there's people that still use the iPhone 7 and 8. iPhone 8 Plus, I thought was a really great one. But anywho, we're gonna move on, and of course, a lot of my videos that I did. Now, of course, I got started in 2009. I started doing videos of gameplays, and I did a few others. but my channel got terminated around 2010 because of stuff I uploaded. It wasn't pornography. Once again, if you keep questioning and saying, was it pornography? And I'm like, no, it was not. Anyway, I uploaded stuff from Laurel and Hardy and think probably baseball or probably wrestling stuff too. And unfortunately, it was just a big copyright. So anyway, then the popular ones, like the ones that I upload, that got like a lot of views. This one right here is the 2008 PBA US Open bowling tournament from 2008. Now, not really going to play like the whole entire video. I can't really hear like the thing going on my side, but pretty much, it's features Norm Duke and Doug Kent, Mika Koivuniemi, it's Finland name pretty much, and Chris Lowshetter and Chris Barnes with Rob Stone and Randy Peterson after he was named the PBA Player of the Year, which I think was an absolute disgrace because he beat Walter Ray Williams Jr. And I just really was disappointed about that. I can't stand Chris Barnes. I think he's a very cocky bowler and a little overrated as well too. But right now he's on the PBA Senior Tour, or don't really know if he's even doing that much. But unfortunately, this tape that I recorded from, and of course, we record stuff on VHS tapes still around 2008. We did have DVRs, but they were like slowly, like, coming together. They didn't start doing that till probably like 2011 and 12, like around that time. And then VCRs are pretty much done by like 2010, I think, or 11. And Norm Duke, of course, won the tournament. He beat Mika when Duke had to do a spare. It was the the bucket, the 2458, and yeah, that was a very good tournament. And that one wound up getting a lot of views. Of course, that one got 127,000 views. Then over here, I have a little thing of Wild and Crazy Kids. Of course, I uploaded this with a game capture card, and I uploaded it through there, and the quality was amazing. It got a lot of views, of course, a lot of comments, and everybody commenting and stuff and all that. Yeah, they do have some clips of Wild and Crazy Kids on YouTube as well, but pretty much okay. Well, the audio, like, it doesn't really okay. Like if I said it that way, no problem. Tarzan rope and see who can sail the farthest through the air. Yeah, because it like played on my like it was playing on here and it wasn't on my end. But anyway, try and turn down that a little bit. So I don't think this will get no copyrights or anything like that. But yeah, we turn down my little bit on here so we don't like just turn it down to like 30. That should be all right. Then we got Nick Jr. commercials from 1999. Uh, they were pretty much from VHS tapes that I had, and I unfortunately don't have them anymore because we had to move and I had to trash a lot of stuff. I unfortunately couldn't take a lot of it. Then I had the Boom game for the iPad. That was actually pretty interesting. Boom was where you like answer questions, and this was played on an iPad. This question here: of these performers, which three won the Grammy for Best New Artist? And I think I missed one of them. This was from 2015, I think. June 22nd, 2016. And if you get it right, no. And when you get it wrong, it does that. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And it got a lot of views too, and some comments, and yep. Kind of wish they still had that, on the iPad. I mean, that show's not even on television anymore because I guess it really didn't last. Then we have a promo of Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy on WMAR. That was from October 6, 1991, when the Orioles are playing their final game at Memorial Stadium. And there's your proof. Bob Malacky on the mound with Frank Tanana for the Detroit Tigers. And then this where do you want to play some games? And then you see the little Channel 2 logo over here because it was WMAR. It's still WMAR, but it's the ABC channel, but that's the affiliate for WJZ. Excuse me, it's for WMAR for Baltimore. It's a little bit confusing, but there's Pat Sajak and Vanna White. Vanna White still looks great to this day, and so does Pat Sajak, but his hair doesn't really look like that anymore. His hair is a little bit more grayer now, but good stuff, showing there. And a little thing once again for Wheel of Fortune. This is when Wheel of Fortune, was on at 7 and then Jeopardy at 7:30. But here in Baltimore County, it's Jeopardy first and then Wheel of Fortune. And then asking want to play another game. And then we have Jeopardy. And also featuring the late great Alex Trebek. Yep, fake excitement as he says in that, but I just not really playing the video. I mean, we'll look at some videos on here in a second. As I'm gonna try and now let's go to the oldest ones. So right here, this one is actually my Blu-ray
What is
update.
up, everybody? This is Steve here with you guys once again, and I'm here with a video because I'm going to be doing something on my channel that I've never done before, and that is a Blu-ray update.
And all these Blu-rays I wound up getting at I think it was Suncoast Video. It was bought by FYE, which does mean for your entertainment. But I think FYE is no longer in business. This was uploaded December 23rd, 2013, a couple of days before Christmas. Yep.
Or DVD
And you
Blu-ray
see like
update
my
of
old
Walking the Walk
room, like where
is
I
going to be
used to
a
live in the
Blu-ray
Parkville
update from
area.
December 2013. Impression of the Joker in the Dark Knight.
And I don't know what camera I'm using because you can see that the quality is very blurry, unfortunately,
Yeah,
especially like how
although
you
it
zoom
did
in
bring
and
the sound
stuff.
as well, but still.
I can see like the red light right there, so it must have been. I don't think it was a flip video because I did use that, but I don't think I had one yet.
Jack Nicholson just does a better job. No.
The price of that was $14.99, which actually was a pretty good price, but it probably goes for like $20 now, even though the price was 24, but it was on sale.
I mean, it's still a very good movie, and it was $14.15 actually. It was on sale. Only very
And
good,
I got
not as good as
Batman
the first
Returns,
Batman, the 1989 film.
and unfortunately, I don't have any of these anymore because, again, when we moved in 2019, I've just lost a lot of stuff. I did keep a good amount of stuff, but not really any of this. I got
Yeah,
Big,
FAO Schwartz.
little song playing right there with when you like open the thing to Big, and you do see like little things over here, like the little chapters of what I
It's the
pretty much
scene
got.
Big did. And now the
Dumb and
next
Dumber, the unrated version. I didn't really care for the unrated version because honestly, I did not like the deleted scenes, and I think personally, if they had kept the deleted scenes in the Dumb and Dumber movie, I think the movie would have been rated R instead of PG-13 because they had the unfortunate and to me infamous bathroom scene with Jim Carrey and the guy, the hockey player, Seabass and Lloyd, where Lloyd is saying find a happy place and stuff, and Seabass winds up pulling his pants down and has like leopard underwear on, and you don't see any nudiness, but you do. See that scene, and he's like, I'll show you your happy zone or your happy place. I'm like, oh God, that was disgusting. And then Harry, Jeff Daniels, winds up talking about it and says the fact of Lloyd, being in the bathroom with a guy in his underwear and stuff. You know, I definitely think this movie would have been rated R for sure.
I'm gonna
But
have is
and true fact, I never did watch this at all. I got this and I pretty much never watched it.
Is Dumb and Dumber, the unrated version, and they're making a new film of this. They're gonna be
Yeah, and that time you hear me saying about them making a new movie. Yeah, that was Dumb and Dumber 2. Unfortunately, that was nowhere as good as the first Dumb and Dumber, but it was funny. It had its moments. Then we got an
awesome as well.
underrated movie
The
from the
rest of them I will
90s.
watch.
We got Edward Scissorhands, very good Johnny Depp movie, and I think the last film to feature Vincent Price, also Winona Ryder and Diane Wiest or whatever, or West. I think it's like Diane Wheat, or I think it's Diane West. And Alan Alda, I believe it is, the guy, or Arkin, no, Alan Arkin, I believe. The guy was the husband and the kid from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, who played Nick, the kid. And Anthony Michael Hall was also in it. Pretty good amount of people in it. Also, another true fact in this movie, you also see Berta, the housekeeper from Two and a Half Men, that has a role in this as one of the neighbors. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. And Mrs.
And
Doubtfire,
only $6.
that one was only $6, as I said, and I don't know why, because that's one of the greatest Robin Williams comedies ever. Yeah, for comedy movies, but I think it's still a great
Searching for
movie
this,
as well too.
like on
Probably his
eBay
best.
and Amazon. Definitely wanted to have it. If I can get this open.
My commentary,
Oh,
unfortunately, is a
at least
lot
it's
and
in
stuff.
color because this is a film they made in color. They made a hard.
I don't know why it says A Hard Day's Night, but this is Help.
Yes, on.
Yeah, the Beatles Help on there, and there's one of my VCR players or VCR DVD player. I know it's hard to see, but that thing was really awesome. It had a HDMI, outlet. You could plug a HDMI cable into it instead of using a AV cable like most VCRs did. That thing was expensive too, and that's still expensive if you like find it in the box. I got
The Terminator
Terminator,
more.
the Terminator 2 Judgment Day movie. I
But
personally like
still,
the first one more.
now this one to have it. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
The best Willy Wonka movie, of course. I mean, I know people like the Johnny Depp version, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and probably the newer version too. But come on, people, nothing compares to the original. Nothing does. I mean, I know a lot of you out there don't like Jack Albertson's character, Grandpa Joe, and I'm like, why? This is another guy that was in the movie The Fox and the Hound who voiced that guy that was the owner of Copper and Chief, the dog. And yeah, I know you didn't like him, in this movie, but still, this is one of the greatest movies ever. I mean, Willy Wonka is hysterical. It's a little emotional, maybe, but it's fun and enjoyable to watch. I know you may not like the boat scene, that sort of stuff, but still, it's good to watch. And the last one is The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
Yep. Thank you for also repeating that again. And of course, this is another movie that's one of the greatest. And I know some people maybe even like that movie, The Wiz, with Diana Ross and Michael Jackson. I think I'm gonna say Wesley Snipes. Oh my God, what's his name? Oh my God, I can't remember his name. Nipsey Russell. I think he was in it too. I don't know who he played. I don't think it was the Scarecrow, or well, Scarecrow is Michael Jackson. The Tin Man, I don't remember, and the Lion, I don't remember either. But yeah, Michael Jackson was the Scarecrow, and the others, I'm not really gonna look up the cast. And I watched some of these Blu-rays as well too, but most of them I did not, unfortunately, because I just decided to do different YouTube videos. And plus, I watched TV a good amount of times too. Now, of course, I got Raven jerseys, like my Raven jerseys I had back in the day, because I love to collect football jerseys. I don't have them anymore. My poster collection, because I had posters on my walls. This is something I used to do a lot. WWE reviews of Monday Night Raw. They gained a good amount of views a lot of times. And usually I would do these videos right after Monday Night Raw went off the air. And when Raw went off the air, it'd be 11 o'clock, and I would do these videos like 11:15 at night. And again, I had no job at this time either, which I regret 100%. And then I tried to make money on YouTube as well too, because it said that you can make money doing YouTube videos. But my grandparents didn't want me doing it that way. They wanted me to pretty much get, a real job, working out in the open. But unfortunately, I did not until 2020. And yeah, another one on here was I collected NASCAR cars, and here's your proof. This was my Dale Earnhardt Jr. NASCAR car collection or NASCAR diecast collection. As you see, I had a good amount. And some of them were different cars as well too. Like these over here you see, these the black Budweiser cars. This is his tribute to his dad, Dale Earnhardt. Now, his car was, of course, always red, as you see with the others, but even though he had different paint designs too, like this one here, this is the one that he did in the 2001 Pepsi 400. And then there's another one here, that's the raced version. This one here was just the clean version, without the scraping on or anything. But the black car, like the trunk would not open on that one, and this one did. And of course, these were expensive cars. And no, I did not buy this with my own money. My grandparents, of course, let me buy them. Like I would say, Grandma, can I get this on eBay or whatever? And she would tell me most of the time, yeah, you can. But sometimes there were days where I had to pay them. I say, okay, well, truthfully, I would get $20 every 2 weeks for taking the garbage out. That was basically my allowance. I know it's weird, sometimes, but probably not, because of the fact that, that's how, mostly, people got started, it was like that. And of course, I got most of these at flea markets, never Amazon because I always order them on eBay or got them at flea markets. My granddad, and me and my aunt sometimes even my mother. But my grandma wasn't really big on yard sales or flea markets. Yeah, all these cars, and I don't remember how much they were either. I know the black ones, I think one of them was close to $80, and the other one I think was about 50 or so. And I put them in like a display case as well too. That's just me like showing off the cars and all that. And man, I really miss those cars. I really do. And mostly I sold, a lot of them. They weren't trashed or anything. And I think some were donated as well too. Unfortunately, it's a little bit. And there's the National Guard one when he switched over to number 88 around 2014, I think it was, or maybe it was earlier, or maybe 2008, I think, or nine. One of them years he went to National Guard. Yep. Now here's one that's probably gonna blow your mind. And as soon as I get like a good view of them, yep, all my Dale Earnhardt Senior cars. And of course, these were the ones that I had, and for good reason because Dale Earnhardt was my favorite. Yep, I miss them very much. I had different versions of them. A lot of them range from his rookie years all the way to the later years. You might even you might even see my cat in here, Sunshine, because sometimes I did videos and Sunshine would appear like laying in the sun or sometimes next to me. I think she was in one when I did my Jeff Gordon cars, but there you see all the Dale Earnhardt ones. See some over there. If I get emotional, or about anything, I'm sorry. Yeah. Hmm. Now over here is my Jeff Gordon collection. Now this one, probably where you'll see my cat. Now there's a good amount of them right there. Yep. Yep, there she is. Oh.
Hey, kitty. Yeah, just laying in the sun. That's why we call her that. So anyway, here are the rest I
God, I
have
miss
rated all the
her.
way from the movie.
Hmm. And then here's some of the Nicorette cars that he had. Of course, one of them has a little thing on the back there of his car, and the other one's just a regular one. Of course, a good amount of them I had. They were probably the second most that I had, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. was the third most that I had, and of course, most again was Dale Earnhardt. Had a couple of Superman cars. The This is the inverse one, the one of the DuPont car. This one is the 2000 silver car. I mean, this one wasn't bad actually. I got that at a flea market for a pretty good price. I think for like 20 bucks. Some of them I don't really remember where I got them. This one I think was a flea market. Sorry, I wasn't going over the rest of the cars. This one was eBay. That was a little bit of a different car. It was like a clear car. And I didn't really care for those kind of cars. That's the 2002 Daytona 500 car. That one I think was about 40 bucks. I think I got it at a flea market. Yeah, that was the 200th anniversary one. Not really a rare car or anything like that. There's a rare one. That's the test car, and that's an elite. I got that from Don Jenkins, I think. He's a Facebook friend of mine. He sells all kind of sport memorabilia stuff, and he did sell NASCAR stuff. I bought a good amount of them from him. There's a regular DuPont car that probably was from 2004, maybe or so. Or no, it looks like it's 2002 or 2003 because it was still NASCAR Winston Cup. They wouldn't change until 2004 when it became the Nextel Cup. And that's when NASCAR started to go a little bit downhill. This is the $1 billion one of the Pepsi one. That was a really nice car. Total production 22,692. Wasn't really that rare. Oh, the Wright brothers one. Oh, that was a beautiful one. I forgot all about that. Yeah. Let's see.
That's still not opening, but it had like the NASCAR Nextel Cup thing on it when it was called the Nextel Cup in 2004. This is a pretty nice car, and this is a Jeff Gordon Foundation
Oh, the
one.
foundation one. Yeah, like when he would do foundations and stuff.
There you
Jeff
are.
Gordon always did a lot of great stuff for NASCAR, and I think he still does. And there's a
But there's
Nextel
also the
logo.
DuPont logo on it. I know the DuPont
Yep.
from my aunt, who is a very
Oh, that
good
was a
friend of mine.
Christmas
She owns a
present from my
machine shop
aunt.
in
Yeah, I
Orange.
remember that car. Yeah, because I was like, I don't remember getting that one. Oh, there's another nice one, another Pepsi one. He always had cool designs with the Pepsi cars. He really did. Oh, this. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember that one. Oh, that's probably like maybe it was a Pepsi one. Okay. Yeah, it is. Oh, this is a limited edition one. Oh, okay. It wasn't $200. I know you saw that 200 right there, but yeah. The most I paid for a NASCAR car, I think, was about $150. It was a Dale Earnhardt Silver Wheaties car. It was like one of 10 made or something, or one of 20. But people commented and said, no, that's not that rare and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I don't think you know what you're talking about, people. This is a color chrome car of his DuPont car with the Pepsi logo. That was pretty cool. That was well, like one of 2,000 maybe or 3,000. But again, people would comment and say, no, that's not rare. I'm like, no, I don't think people know NASCAR really that much as I do. There's
All right,
another
well, here it is.
DuPont one.
It's another one of these with this on the back and
I
roof
don't remember
flaps
what
too.
year that was. Probably 2008, maybe
And
7 or 8. I think one that maybe
this one's in
8.
better condition with the thing on the
That's when they changed it to Impala instead of Monte Carlo. That's when NASCAR started to go a little downhill. Just trying to read the thing there, and it said oh, it was 2008. Okay,
This is one of 30.
1 to 37,000. Yeah, not that rare. Okay, so yeah, there's all those that I had.
What is up, everybody?
All right, let's take a look at some more. And of course, a bunch of gameplays I did, like Toy Story. This got 7,000 views. I don't know why. I guess because the gameplay I did. My Kiss vinyl record collection. Of course, a lot of people, would say, that's not a first pressing and all that stuff. And I'm like, no, it is. This group Never Never that me and Christine, my ex-girlfriend, saw in 2000, I think this was 2018, this concert. And of course, gameplays I did with my friends. This is a Wheel of Fortune 3rd edition board game showdown is between Carla, the Bundy chick, Aubrey, Scott, and Connor Mayrose. Two of those friends, Aubrey and Connor, I'm still friends with, but Carla, I'm no longer friends with because unfortunately we never really got along. I mean, we did before, but now we're really not friends anymore. I mean, just don't, we're just not really friends anymore. That's pretty much it. And I had other friends that joined in too, but I'm not really gonna watch that video. Oh, and oh, my Columbia Pictures VHS and DVD collection. Okay.
Here we go right now with the ones that I have.
Yeah, but I didn't have very many tapes, unfortunately. I had some DVDs. We got 13 going on 30. Pretty good movie with Jennifer Gardner. If you haven't seen that movie, you should see it. You know, it's a pretty good movie, and yes, it has them doing the Thriller dance and stuff, like her with her boyfriend that she was trying to get and stuff. I forgot his name. I think it was I can forget his name. I think his name was Wayne in the movie, or I can't. I think his real name is Mark Ruffalo or something. But I'm not really good with actors' names a lot of times or actresses. And then we got Big Daddy. Unfortunately, I colored a lot. I colored, on the VHS tapes, and that was actually pretty cool when you colored on there and you could see the logos appear and stuff. Big Daddy is a movie that stars Adam Sandler. Pretty funny movie. I'm not really a huge Adam Sandler fan anymore, but Big Daddy was a good one. Got Click, another Adam Sandler movie. I hated that movie, unfortunately. I mean, it had some funny scenes in it, but it wasn't really all that great. Ghost Rider, Nicolas Cage. Not really an actor I'm big on that much anymore. Yeah, not sure like which way to
Well,
do
here
this.
I
If
have
I'm
a.
gonna like
I don't really read comics bad.
all the other VHS tapes that I had. Yeah,
Now
don't
next we
have
got a
them
real
anymore.
funny movie, but some people may disagree, but I don't care. I have Joe Dirt.
Now here's another thing. I don't like David Spade. I hate David Spade. But this actually was a pretty funny movie, and I thought this is the only movie that he did that I thought was great. Now, he did stupid movies like Dickie Roberts, and he was in that movie Grown Ups. I don't care for Kevin James either, and yeah, I thought David Spade was in Grown Ups, or maybe I'm wrong about that, but I thought he was. But Joe Dirt was
David
hilarious.
Spade's movie. I prefer this movie.
Kid Rock is also in it, and a few others.
He has what's supposed to be poop just goes all over him, and
My commentary is a little bit long on that.
a movie. Again, not a movie.
Oh, okay.
Kiss.
The the Kiss Animalized concert. That was a tape actually that my mother's boyfriend actually gave to her, and I took it, because she never really needed it anymore. They have the concert on YouTube, of course, and yeah, it's uncensored too. There's no nudity in it, but just a lot of language from Paul Stanley and probably some of the other groups.
Kiss.
I think it was from 1985 or 86.
Animalized. Uncensored.
Oh, it's 84. Okay, the camera would not focus, unfortunately. A lot of their good songs like Detroit Rock City,
Movie. This is an emotional one, but it's a good
other
one.
ones too.
Next one I have is A League of Their Own.
There you see more coloring on there with the logos and stuff. I mean, I don't know why I did that. I mean, because unfortunately, that's just the way I was. And see the word of and own, I colored the O's there. I don't know why I did that though.
This is a
But League of Their Own
Blu-ray
is a very
as
good
well.
movie, very emotional,
On
but
the
very good. Good baseball
um,
movie.
I don't have it. Here's the thing as well. I got this,
Hmm.
but it is pretty. Look who's talking.
Look Who's Talking Now. This is the third movie in the Look Who's Talking franchise. Stars John Travolta and the late great Kirstie Alley. Also has Diane Keaton in this movie. She voices one of the dogs, which is Daphne the poodle,
Talking
and
now.
there's the dogs and Rox, who was voiced by Danny DeVito. Unfortunately, Diane Keaton passed recently. Yeah, very sad, unfortunately. And the guy David Gallagher plays Mikey because Mikey was the first person in the Look Who's Talking franchise, and he was introduced in Look Who's Talking. Then we had Look Who's Talking 2, which is when we got introduced to Julie, who was voiced by Roseanne Barr in the second movie. I don't know why, and that was one of the worst movies I've ever saw. I know some people may like it, but my question is why? But Look Who's Talking Now. I gotta be honest, I thought this one was not bad. It was much better than the second one. And of course, the kids, were like around the ages of 5 and 6, I think. And the first one, I think, was in 1989. The second one was 1990. And this one, I think, was around 1992 or 93. Hey, Siri, when did Look Who's Talking Now come out?
Look Who's Talking Now was released on November 5th, 1993.
1993, okay. So it was probably filmed like around the probably like around the summertime of 1993 or earlier time, and then it was released November 5th, 1993. But again, I actually thought this one was actually pretty good. Some may disagree and say no, it wasn't all that great. Shot of them as they see Santa Claus and stuff, and yeah. But there were scenes, that weren't really all that cool. Didn't think Julie, the girl in there, was pretty funny. I mean, she had some moments where she was funny, and Mikey, he wasn't like the talking baby like he was before. The Men in Black, really good movie
Tommy
with,
Lee Jones and Will Smith.
yep,
Protector.
threatening the Earth from the scum of the universe. Then they had the Men in Black 2 as well, and another one too, but I really thought, the first one was good. The Sweetest Thing, that was a movie I didn't really care for. I mean, it was um, Cameron Diaz, who still looks, beautiful to this day, and Christina Applegate, yes, the girl from Married with Children. I mean, it's sad what she's going through right now. Hopefully she gets better. And the other girl, I can't really remember. It was somebody else,
Kate and whoever the third girl is, about three girls mostly. But I just got this movie because of
and I
Halle
don't
Berry.
remember the person as well.
All enjoy state.
Yep, and that's all of them. I hate the fact, I keep hitting this button, to go back to where I was. But you see more gameplays, of course. Then you see my reviews of wrestling pay per views like WrestleMania 7, WrestleMania 8, 9, 10, tribute video to the Ultimate Warrior, who unfortunately passed in 2014. I know a lot of people did not really like the Ultimate Warrior, but he was, a memorable wrestler. And to me, he wasn't really the greatest wrestler, but he was, a good wrestler, but just not really like all that. And some random videos where I just like did like a video for 5 seconds and I said the word smoking from The Mask. And all right, I'll just watch it for the heck of it. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh God. Oh. I was so stupid sometimes. I really was. I just did these videos for no reason. Like I would just, go outside in the backyard and just film myself and do that. And I think one of my cousins, Connor, I think, commented and said, "How'd you get the black background?" Oh God, JVD. He's like, "Fucking right, you tell him, Steve. Great one." And somebody's like, "Cool." It might have been on my Instagram when I did that, but one of my cousins was like, "How'd you get the black background?" And I was like, I didn't really have a black background. It was nighttime. It was probably about 9 o'clock at night. I had one of the dogs outside, Shadow, I think. Oh my God. And I got my WWF and WWE t shirt collection. And of course, these thumbnails. Like, I had to do something, to put like stuff on here and, to like show people like, like what I'm going to be talking about and stuff instead of like a video like me with my mouth open, like my music cassette collection, like all cassette tapes I used to have. Unfortunately, I lost those too. The Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy hours that I did, but this one was the Family Feud Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune hour. I called it that because of the fact that it was three game shows that I did. And like how it is in my area, it shows Family Feud first, then Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune. And I might be considering doing this again. They always gained a lot of views, but when it was the Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy hour, they got a lot of views as well too. But I'm considering, bringing that back. Now we got my Super Nintendo games, PlayStation, Nintendo 64. God,
What's up, all?
I had a lot of games, as you can see. That's all my PlayStation games over there and Sega. All the games I had. We had we got All Star Baseball. I don't see really the games, but I'll have to. There we go. All Star Baseball 2000. California Speed, underrated game, which is almost like Cruising USA, but it was a little bit more different than that, but underrated. And there's Cruising USA. Donkey Kong 64 with a price tag, I think of $20 or $30 on it. I must have been trying to sell it or something one time. I don't think that, or I might have. I don't remember. Super Mario 64, that's probably about a $25 to $30 game right now. At that time, it was about $5 or $10, but they've increased. Now, we don't stop there. Mario Kart 64, yes, I had that. That's probably about a $30 game. I don't remember where I got them. Some, I think, were GameStop, because GameStop used to sell those kind of games. Not anymore, unfortunately. If they did, they would be outrageous. Mario Party, that's about a $15 game, I think. My personal favorite, Mario Party 2. Absolutely love that game. I thought that was the best Mario Party of all time. That's probably about a $30 to $40 game. Maybe more than that, but I don't think so. I mean, that's usually how much I see them go for. Mario Tennis, pretty good game, but I didn't think it was all that spectacular. That's about probably a $10 game. And I thought I had Mario Golf, but I did not. Mike Piazza Strike Zone, that was a pretty good game, not too bad. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, never played it a lot. NASCAR, of course, I love NASCAR. Well, I used to. NASCAR 2000, a couple of NBA games. Road Rash 64 with stickers on there from Blockbuster. Yeah, I bought that. Yeah, I think at a flea market for probably $5 or $10. That goes for a lot more now. Goes for like 100 if it's like in the case, or has the box with it. Triple Play 2000. I still have that game. Country Club, Wallawi Country Club or whatever, that golf game. I never know how to pronounce that. WCW NWO Revenge with a little bit of cosmetic damage. That's usually what Regen says. It's a video game store. If it has like damage on the game, it'll say cosmetic damage. Wheel of Fortune, very good Nintendo 64 game. I did not have Jeopardy. WWF Warzone, WrestleMania 2000, and the greatest one, WWF No Mercy. But unfortunately, with a lot of damage on it, that game would probably be about $10 or $15 on there. But without that stuff on it, probably be about 25 to 30. Because again, that's one of the best wrestling games ever for the Nintendo 64. Yep. Let's see if I can find like any videos, like that smoking video that I was doing. I need something to make me laugh. All these shout out videos that I did and stuff. But one of my friends told me that's not really a shout out video, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's more like a vlog video. A shout out is when you like say, okay, I want to give a shout out, to this person, and all that stuff. And they did get some views and stuff. My music CD collection, that's probably like a bunch of random, stuff. My Baltimore Orioles T-shirt collection. Yeah, I remember that. My Mighty Morphin Power Rangers collection. My Disney VHS collection. Yep, a lot more gameplays, of course. The ice bucket challenge I did. Oh my god.
All right.
Hmm.
Back a little bit. Okay.
My grandmother was filming this video, and my sister was in the background too. So this is pretty much the year when everybody was doing the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Now, what does it mean? Well, it's a thing where you donate money to people that have ALS, and you can either donate money or you can dump a bucket of water on your head with a bunch of ice in it, or you can do both. So people were doing it all over Facebook and social media. And before they did it, they would challenge people. As you can challenge like up to five, pretty much. So you just say, okay, so I nominate. Now for this one, I nominated my mother, Christine, my sister Rachel, my friend Gary Newkirk, JVD, Jonathan Van Derziel, and Dana Wynn Levitt. It is, but this time it was Dana Hoyles because pretty much I just wanted to challenge all of them. And of course, four out of the five did it. Dana did not because she didn't want like to pretty much get on social media and everybody see her, getting wet and stuff. Not really the best way I should have put that. But what I mean is just she just didn't want people see her, pouring water all over herself, I guess. And I think at that time she was going through a rough time with one of her. Well, I don't think she, actually, no, that was like later years. So I thought she was going through a rough time with her husband, but no. And
17.
it's the
Okay.
17th when I was uploaded, I guess. Well, I uploaded on the 18th, and all my boring commentary and stuff. Yeah. Not really a good time to watch this in the winter time, but only like appropriate like in the summer and springtime. And yeah, I used one of them pots. Everybody was using a bucket. I had no ice in it. And then my sister wound up doing this after I did it. She did it twice. She did it like at our house where we used to live. Of course, it was cold too. I was like, oh my God. And I was like, yes.
It's for a good cause. Do it.
Mm. It's for a good cause. Do it. And I think people were going to start doing that again. I really thought that people were going to start doing them videos again. I know I'm going through a lot of time and stuff, but it's all right. Try and get this done like probably under an hour, but we'll see. Just try and look for videos, that I hadn't really seen in a while, like my WWF figure collection. Don't have those anymore. Yeah, some of these may be a little bit hard to watch, because all this stuff I had, and I'm like, I wish I still had this. Second Fortune, a game that Corey hosted a lot of times. I did them with Tim Zuna and I think a few others. Rodney always did that. He was a person we used to hang out with. Video game updates I would do, like when I get a new system. Oh, and this stupid thing, these random videos. And when me and like Gary were talking with Robin and Nick Bishop or Corey, or not Corey, Connor and Aubrey and a bunch of others, we used to hang out with them. And then Robin Moore's mother would also come in too. And yeah, we don't really communicate with her anymore, but when she came in, it was a whole different story. It wasn't really something. It was enjoyable and stuff, but at first it was, but then Gary, started getting a little attached to her and stuff, but, and I'm like, dude, she's old enough to be your mother. Anyway, let's get out of that. Rick Springfield, when we saw him in concert, yeah, but I'm not probably not going to show that because of the, I don't think the music will be a problem, but, anywho, a lot of messages on my phone, my Orioles ticket collection, my iPhone 5 apps back when I had an iPhone 5 11 years ago, video, which is video every day in October, Wii Bowling. Yep. Of course, all of them are basically gameplays. My NFL week picks when I did them with my friends, like Alex Putnam and JVD and a few others. Yeah, I miss doing them, but now Alex does them with Tim McClellan and the unfunny Lucas Cantwell. He is a big crybaby. I don't know why he does videos with that guy. He's just very boring. And what I got for Christmas, that was when I got a PS4. I was so excited, when I got that. And of course, I appeared in videos, that other people did, like other friends of mine. Some, most of them I'm still friends with, but there are some that I'm not friends with anymore. And of course, more vinyl record updates, a bunch of others. Mortal Kombat gameplay would have been better if I knew how to do the fatalities, though. My new camera that I got, I remember that. Gran Turismo, yep. Scrabble. Oh God, food reviews that I did. Oh my God, the Taco Bell Fresco Taco. Oh my God, I remember that. There was one I did at Taco Bell, and it was like it's like some kind of combo, and I remember laughing my ass off. Yeah, because I think Gary was doing that as well too. So I decided to do it myself, but it wasn't really all that hilarious. Then this is when I started doing like gameplays on the computer when we had the OBS thing or the Bandicam thing, and then I had to like do some to upload the videos. I had to like upload them a little differently and had to use a video editor thing. Yeah, where's that Taco Bell thing? I thought it was in here, but I must have skipped it. Then when I got my first Xbox One, September 2015. Yep. Yeah, and I know 90% of the time these videos are gameplay videos. I'm sorry. Oh God, the Subway Italian BMT video. Yeah, I know you all are probably seeing that, and I'm like, yeah. Oh God. My ex-girlfriend and my sister. This is when I like received an award like for best, I don't know, best stuff or whatever on YouTube or something, like the Wheel of Fortune Jeopardy Hour or something. And I like won an award or something. And you see like Christine next to me on my right and Rachel next to me. God. The Subway Chicken Caesar one. Oh, God. More Nickelodeon stuff and some other reviews. Oh, God. Battletoads. I got to look at this one. Because I was playing this game and one of them like wound up cutting my wire. If I can find that. I'm gonna find that part. This game is so ridiculous, unfortunately. It's either this video or... of course, the quality isn't that great because this was the old, the old way, you would do videos like this, like the beginning of OBS. Yeah. I'm looking for this part because one of them birds were ever cut my wire, and I got so pissed off. I was like, no, what the heck? Trying to find it. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Jerome joined in one time because he wanted to give me some, hints. And I'm like, nah, that's alright. And I just thought the game was way too hard. Turn this up. Should be coming up around this part.
No, you hit my wire. What the hell?
Oh
What
my.
the hell? No, you hit my wire. What the hell? You idiot. No, you hit my wire. What the hell? You idiot.
I'm like, no, you hit my wire. What the hell? Oh my God.
You dare cut my wire. Don't cut the wire. Rusty, do not eat the truckster.
Don't eat the truckster, Rusty from National Lampoon's Vacation.
You mind,
Whoop.
Russ? I'm trying to figure this out on the old computer. Please, Russ. Thank you, Audrey. That's enough. Well, that's gonna have to
I had to wrap it up because family members that were coming over too.
the birds at here.
Birds.
Ah, no, you hit my wire. What the hell? You idiot. Wire. What the hell? No, you hit my wire. What the hell? No, you hit my wire. What the hell?
Clip.
No, you hit my wire. What the hell?
I don't know. Oh God. That was from 2017, and that's just. Oh my God. Trying to see if I can find any more videos of that. No, you hit my wire. What the hell? God. I mean, I know when we did like these random videos and stuff, we would I do like imitations and all that stuff. I don't really want to watch that crap. I mean, some of these videos I wish I could delete and stuff, but I'm still trying to get this channel back. But yeah. Trying to see if there's like another, like, there should be some videos on here where I like. Where's that Taco Bell one? Was it up here or something? There was a review I did of Taco Bell and I cannot find it on here. I thought it was from 2015 or maybe it was 2016. I don't know because I see the Taco Bell Fresco Taco. I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to look for that one because that was pretty hilarious. It's probably under my popular videos, but I keep going through these. You hit my wire. What the hell? Oh, and there was a Press Your Luck video. My mom was in it too. I remember that. Mm. My Week 10 NFL picks. I did a lot of them NFL videos. I don't really care for that Subway Italian BMT review, but there were people that commented and said, "Oh, your reviews stink," or whatever, and I would just delete them comments, be like, "Yeah, whatever." I watched this one recently. My granddad and me visiting the Daytona Speedway. I showed it to one of my coworkers. The batting cages in 2017. God, there it is. Okay, the nacho fries box review. Oh my God, yeah, I got to see this. Oh Lord. And this is around the time when I started like trying to do videos this way. Probably should try and do this again. It might help.
Hey there, everybody. This is Steve K here with another video. And a little shout out to somebody. Hopefully, this guy doesn't mind it. Welcome back to another Steve K food review, just for you and just for you. So I made a stop today to Taco Bell to try this $5 nacho fries box. I've actually had this before. I had it.
Don't mind, seeing that hole in the background. Unfortunately, yeah, that was a. I mean, well, I didn't get mad or anything. Unfortunately, I was doing something in my head, kind of hit the wall. Unfortunately, and yeah, them walls, unfortunately, were very thin. Unfortunately, and like if you basically hit it by accident, it would just go right through. Yeah. And of course, my beard being very, very long, and yeah, wish I could grow it that long again.
With my friend Christine.
Oh God, Fred and Christine. Oh my God, that's when we were like going through our probably our fifth breakup.
We were in a relationship, in case anybody doesn't know who she is exactly, and she's somebody I met in 2016 on Facebook.
When
And
was this?
not to go on and on, just basically we were in a relationship,
February
not anymore, but
February 15th, 2018.
we
Oh
were
my
still
God,
friends and still talking to each other and trying to work things out. Anyway, so
we never did work things out.
when I had it with her, it was pretty good. I didn't, again, do a review because of the fact that I was with her at her house, and I think I said on Facebook that I gave it a try.
I was gonna like try and do videos with Christine as well
I
too, but I
heard, well,
really
I'm not sure
didn't.
exactly, and some of my friends had tried this too, and when I heard about them making fries at Taco Bell, I thought to myself, that actually sounds like a pretty good idea. I mean, even though, it's not like McDonald's or Burger King or anything like that, but the idea of this nacho fries thing is a really cool thing. So, here's basically what it looks like. This is the box that it comes in, as you can see.
Yeah, I remember
And they
that
don't
too.
usually like give you a bag with it. They really should a lot of times. But
Yeah, they should.
they just give it to you like this, like a pizza box, and then you open it up and it's all in here. So pretty much in this box, I know it's hard to see.
Of course, it's
You
hard
got
to see because
everything in
my
here. You
cameras
got
suck.
a cheesy gordita crunch
Those are
taco,
delicious.
a nacho cheese taco,
Mm-hmm.
not like a supreme one or anything, and you got
Sounds,
your nacho fries.
of course, I was saying no, not a supreme taco because I hate sour cream on tacos.
This is just the way that they look like. I mean, they got like a little seasoning, like a nacho cheese or whatever, and you got a little sauce of nacho cheese. There's barely any in here. I'll bet there's like, look at that. Look at that. That is barely any nacho cheese in here. What the heck, Taco Bell? I feel like I'm gonna go into a rage, but I'm not gonna, do that.
Oh God. And I mean, yeah, that wasn't really a lot of cheese either. I mean, that's why it was only $5.
All right, so let's just get right into this. So we'll start pretty much with the fries.
I'm terrible with editing videos too. I really should learn how to do that. You know, that glossing through my mouth and stuff. I'm not chewing with my mouth
They don't
open.
look too bad, but try one anyway.
Open the mouth big time like that.
And I haven't really done a whole lot of. The Subway one got a little bit of some hits, but had like 5 dislikes or something like that.
At that time, you could see how many dislikes your videos had, but I think you can still in the video creator thing.
They're kind of chewy a little bit. Sorry, I talk with food in my mouth. But yeah, it's not too bad. And also, I got a drink with it too, because you get all this food and the drink for $5, which is pretty good.
No,
It's a really good
no comments on the video either.
deal. But the fries could be a little bit hotter. I mean, it's probably
Hot, hot, hotter than hell.
because I was walking.
Yeah, me and my aunt would walk from our house. We had a Taco Bell. It's still there actually, and a Subway, which is still there too. They were down the street from our house. We would just go down there and go get some lunch.
I usually like their
Good,
nachos
good times.
as well because they're pretty good and they all times and the advertise a lot.
I'm talking a lot, not really eating the rest of the food, and that's pretty much it.
Watching.
Well, that was great. Not. All right, let's take a look at this one here. Oh God, yeah, this vinyl record update, but my voice was extremely bad. This was July 2022, and unfortunately, my voice was very bad because I had a bad cold.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here on my channel.
You can tell how my voice is because
I apologize, like videos.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another video here on my channel. That's because of the fact that I had a bad stuffed up nose and
haven't really been on my channel lately.
yeah,
It's
God,
the Beatles, and the Beatles are definitely the #1 best group.
that's true. Yeah, that's all the records that I was showing and stuff. Yeah.
And a really cool design, I think, as well, too, with the group on there.
God. Yeah, I was a mess that time. I was like, ugh. All these and me and my work clothes. That's when I worked at Wise Markets, and I don't anymore. Other things too. More gameplays, Oriole stuff. Yeah. Probably gonna wrap this up pretty soon. I mean, not really a whole lot to go over anymore. I think we've gone through a good amount of them. Me talking about my first job and stuff. Yep. And around this time is when we left the house that we were at and we had to move somewhere else. That update video when I announced what was going on and stuff, and I was emotional. I'm not going to watch that storm in Parkville when we had bad weather.
Holy crap, look at this. Wow. Look at this.
All that.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Oof,
Wow.
all that rain that we had.
We might
The
be
wind
having a
was.
tornado. I have no idea. It's a big possibility that this might be a tornado.
I wasn't scared or anything, but I just never seen the weather like that. I mean, you could hear
Holy
the
crap.
wind howling and
Anybody
stuff.
out, please be careful.
And you see it's still coming down, but then about 3 minutes later, you'll see it like starting to clear up.
Outside, just for a little bit on the porch. Just
A little bit of hail as well too, and there you go. You can see the sun coming out now.
one of our neighbors is trying to go out.
One of our neighbors. Yep. And the sun just comes out right there. We had bad weather in 2019. We really did.
Taper off just a bit.
Yep.
Stay safe, everybody in the Maryland area.
That was a crazy storm. That really was. I remember that very well. Let's see what else. Road Rash 64 and Christine was joining in as well because she was at her house. Another one with Christine in there from 2019. God, I was trying to find a job around that time. Yeah, a lot of these videos, unfortunately, are a little difficult to watch as I lost my grandparents in 2018. A lot of these videos are just a little hard to watch, but 2017 are not, but yeah, I didn't really talk about their passings on YouTube. Just really did not. Week 14 NFL picks with Tim McClellan, and he, when we were talking about the Kansas City Chiefs and somebody else, and Tim McClellan took off his shirt and he had a Kansas City Chiefs shirt underneath, and I'm like, my face like dropped like right on the floor, and I couldn't even find it to pick it up because my face was just a mess. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Yep. My season predictions for baseball and all that, and yeah. I don't really think there's a lot more to talk. Oh, my iTunes music collection. I remember this. This is like stuff that I went over. Like, you remember, like in the iTunes when you had like all this music and stuff, and you would put it on um your iPod. Basically, you would have like all your artists and stuff. I mean, yeah, I remember this. Excuse me. Sorry.
What's up, YouTube? This is Steve and Christine with another video here. Can't really hear Christine.
Yeah, Christine, unfortunately, was with me in this one because you see the stuff over there. That's the Skype thing. So right here, I had a fistful of Alice Cooper, and mostly you had to get these. Well, what you would do to get the artists, the album, to get the artwork, you would have to right click it and get the album information. And if they had it, they would just put it up just like that. Or if not, I would just take it from a website and put it in one there, which I thought was really cool. Alice Cooper, Fistful of Alice, which is a live album, which was really amazing. Freedom for Frankenstein, which had, it was mostly a compilation album. And the rest of the Alice Cooper songs, like Hey Stupid, one of his really good albums. The Backstreet Boys. I don't know why I had Larger Than Life. I mean, I liked a few others by them. Shooting Star by Bad Company, but I like a few other songs by them. The Beach Boys, but I had more songs than that. And of course, the Beatles. Abbey Road and 1967 to 1970 disc. Didn't have Sgt. Pepper's because I didn't have it on CD. The self-titled album, Beatles for Sale, A Hard Day's Night. I don't know why I had two versions of I Should Have Known Better. Magical Mystery Tour, Revolver, Rubber Soul. Kind of surprised with Rubber Soul I didn't have every song. There's Sgt. Pepper's, okay. With the Beatles, very good one. 1962, 1966. A bunch of others, yep. Then we got the Bee Gees. That One Night Only album is a very good one. Billy Idol. The Blues Brothers. Bobby Brown. Bon Jovi. I know my music taste can be probably a little weird sometimes, but this is the way, I really like this kind of music. David Bowie, Digital Underground. Oh, God, with that song, The Humpty Dance. The Doors, Earth, Wind, and Fire. What? What am I saying? Oh, Betty and the Jets. I'm going, Benny and the Jets. Oh my God. I'm so weird sometimes, I know. Elvis Presley, Forrest Gump soundtrack. Georgia Satellites, that Keep Your Hands to Yourself song. Grateful Dead, Alabama Getaway, that's a pretty underrated song. Huey Lewis and the News, The Power of Love from the movie Back to the Future. Jay Giles Band, Freeze Frame. They got a couple other good songs too. Jackson Browne, Doctor My Eyes. Jimi Hendrix. It's John Denver, very good artist. John Lennon, Power to the People. As I'm saying it, I don't know why. Best of Kansas, Carry On Wayward Son. Case and Sunshine Band. A couple others. Oh, Kid Rock. Ball with the ball, the bang, dicky, 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 said the boogie, said up, jump the boogie. And of course, Kiss. Alive 2 and Alive 3. More of Alive 3. Alive. Asylum. What song did I have for Asylum? Was Out Tears Are Falling, of course. Creatures of the Night. Destroyer, Dynasty. Hot and Shade. Look it up. Rock and Roll Over. Ace Really Solo. Revenge. I know a lot of the albums don't have the covers, but a lot of Richie, MC Hammer. Metallica. Mike Jackson. Montel Jordan. Neil Diamond. Yes, I like Neil Diamond. Nelly. Paul McCartney. I don't know why everybody does not like that Christmas song by Paul McCartney, Wonderful Christmas Time. I guess because people are jealous of the song because it's very good. Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. The Very Best of Prince. Queen. Rick Springfield. Rod Stewart. The Rolling Stones, Gary's favorite. I know he doesn't really care for them that much. Smash Mouth. Steve Miller Band. Only had one song, but I like a bunch of others. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Stevie Wonder, Styx, Sugar Ray. I think I just had one song by Styx. Yep, Mr. Roboto, live version from Caught in the Act, and Sugar Ray, which is just the song Fly, but there's a bunch of others. U2, but it says Song of the Innocents. I don't understand that. Oh, I think I know what. I don't even see the song on there, but it's supposed to be that song from the Batman movie, Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me, or something from the movie Batman Forever. And we got Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby, I don't know why. Various artists, but that's just supposed to be Rick Springfield, Speak to the Sky. Pinball Wizard by The Who. Will Smith, the Men in Black song. And a bunch of WWF stuff. WWF Music Volume 3 that I had. Then Young MC and ZZ Top. Yeah, pretty good stuff that I had. I remember all that. Yep. But you know what, folks? I think I'm going to wrap this up now. So I hope everybody enjoyed this. I know it was a long video, but I'm sorry. I mean, I have a lot of videos, so I'm going to wrap this up again. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Enjoy your day today. I'm off at work. I'm going to try and do something today. Well, I do have plans to do something, so I'm going to see how this goes. So thanks again for joining in. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. Not a bad thing, a good thing. You all take care, and thanks again for watching.